Hey, so let's just have a look at some of your sites here and we'll talk about them in regards to SEO. So, yeah, I think the first thing that jumps out to me is this. I don't think we really need that. I don't think the user really thinks about, how it's done. They just want the problem solved, right? So the thing that your website solves is generating a course quickly, right? So yeah, I think you've done well with the actual domain name, course generator AI. That's very close to an exact match domain. So, that's really good for SEO, especially for something like this, especially when you're starting out, it can really help, right? Basically because, Google is trying to understand what your site is about. And if you can help, with this, with the name, then that's brilliant. The next step is obviously to get all this, to help Google to understand what it is your product or service does, right? So, yeah, I think that's fine. I just don't think it's necessary for the user to to know how it's done. They just want it done quickly, right? They want it done quickly and as cheaply as possible, right? So that looks good. Yeah, it all looks fine there. I do think it probably needs to be shown, like what does my course actually look like? It's not really clear here. I signed up and it says free, and I couldn't make any courses, so maybe that is something to change. But let's think more about the SEO. So when you're thinking about these products, you want to just I think I just whatever the first thing came to my head, I typed in. So that's probably what most people do: AI course generator. And there's loads of variations of this, obviously, but when we're talking about Google, it's like the Google's going to show the same thing: AI course creator. It's just a similar term, right? So we've got 170 search volume. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I use this tool here, Keyword Surfer. It's a Chrome extension, and yeah, you can get some like different volumes and some information here. I think this is really really interesting actually, because one thing I think a lot about is competition, right? So yeah, I haven't clicked onto this one, but I imagine there's less competition for this keyword than the one we're going for. I know you've already started this, obviously, but for the future, maybe something to think about is these keyword ideas, right? And then we want to look at the competition first, and that's because Google is ranking this one number one, so obviously they're doing the most important things, right? So, they're not actually saying AI course generation here. Um, so yeah, I mean there's a bit of a gap there that you can do. Well, there it's written there. I guess Google can probably see it there, but you know what I mean? It has to have something very similar. Okay, AI powered training platform is similar, similar intent, right? So it's fine really. And yeah, they've got similar stuff here than you have. I guess you just need to build yours out more, which is fine. But look, they've got all tons of stuff here as well, right? And they've got a blog. Let's see what's on the blog. Okay, so they are publishing quite a lot. And I definitely have a look at this, but let's go on to the other one as well, which is the Diary AI. So we can also have a look at this. And, I think the thing about these tools are really, and I validated my idea here, is I don't think people want AI to do everything. I think they want help, because I don't think we like AI to do absolutely everything for us. We like to see, to give our ideas and then, help a little bit more. And this is true for journaling, I imagine, as well. So I think it's really about this keyword is like there's tons more. It's hard to explain really. It's like a course is like a course generation tool, but there's probably more SEO that can be done for this keyword because diaries are used in a variety of ways. It's like you could do AI diary for therapy, for business. If you think about the niche, there's kind of more. And I know you could say the same about courses, but people are probably not going to be searching for AI course generation tool for business because yeah, that's not really likely. It's just a course generation is a course generation, but maybe there's more SEO that can be done with this one. So of course you're going to get more keywords. You can find other keywords in different ways, but let's have a look at a few prompts here. So I put some of these prompts into an AI SEO starter kit. So First thing I do for this website or for this is to just use this one, create a taxonomy for a website and I usually use Perplexity, right? So let's just see what it comes up with here so we can show you AI diary niche. Right, so this is going to give us like all different, yeah, different things. Okay, that's actually not that good. I don't really like this. Often, I am in all in the AI section as well. When I see these two words, I'm just like, no, 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 this is not good. Right, so let's actually try Claude. Okay, yeah, so we can already see that Claude is doing better, right? Because this is the type of thing you need to be thinking about for blog content on your website, right? And the thing about SEO is like people think about it a lot of just like, oh, I need to change this and change that and stuff. But like, really, what you want to do with your website for SEO is to, like I said earlier, make Google understand what it's about. And how do you do that with content? You know, so this is kind of a good idea of like, oh, this is what is needed, right, for everything. We saw this keyword here, so reflections. We saw that coming up with people searching for it, right? Sorry, reflecting. Okay, so but there is some sort of connection here, right? So I think we're onto the right road. So what we do next is kind of ask for blog posts based on this type of thing. Just write me, create 50 blog post titles or whatever. Um, so you can see there's tons of good stuff here, right? And it's just about adding more and more content so that Google can understand what your website is. But you also want to find the stuff that people are searching for, right? So I have another prompt here. This is one that I use a lot. So I use it for Perplexity, but Perplexity has changed now. So we want to look for a list of long tail keywords with few answers from websites, but lots of questions from UGC platforms like Reddit and Quora. So, we're using Reddit because we know that people are searching for this stuff because they're typing it into Reddit, right? That's where we get information about. So this is a way to kind of validate that there is, topics that people are looking for, right? So, best AI assisted digital journal for mental health tracking. Okay, so we're on the right road here. It's like this is a really, really powerful prompt. I've used this so much. Um, this always comes up, I suppose. I don't really know if people are actually searching for that. I don't think, maybe it is an issue. Maybe it is like this is what people search is like this these are really, really good topics. So I would start with a mix of this and then decide what you think is important here. Just ask for like blog posts on, it's really up to you, like which section of this is important, and start with this. Okay, so I definitely start with adding these articles onto your, creating a blog section for your website, right? And then adding these articles in. You can use, a variety of tools for this, ChatGPT. Obviously, Claude is the best writer, but yeah, you got to pay for that as well. I suppose it just runs out. But even just doing a one per day, right? Just going through these topics one per day, every day. That's kind of it's a bit of a grind SEO, but you just got to keep at it, and you will see some success. If you want some prompts here for blog articles, I left them here as well. I think that should be it. If I've got tons more here I can talk about, obviously, but I'll just leave it there. I've had tons and tons of traffic to my websites just by publishing 2 to 3 blog posts every day and just focusing on content. That's what I do. There's tons of things you can focus on, obviously backlinks and all this stuff, but I just do that whenever I get bored of writing content. Is I just write content, and just keep on doing it. Try to set a target. That's what I do. Is like I say, okay, I'm gonna try to get to 50 blog posts on my website. Let's see how that does, and then check the analytics. See what's popping off, and then go with that. Go deeper into that topic, right? So it could be any of these, it could be something else. But the only way to find out is just publish a lot of stuff. All right.